Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Let's Play Eador Genesis New Horizons modded. In the last episode, we spent most of it exploring and clearing locations with Daros. We had hired Ilthin, a scout, and he started with Diplomacy rank 1. We then took Diplomacy rank 2 to further decrease the cost of purchasing things in stores, and we took advantage of it in the very last portion of that video. We'll see what our heroes are wearing shortly. Other than that, though, not much else was done. We did purchase, I think, our first Tier 1 spell school, and it was the Illusionary School, and mostly that was done for Astral Mastery, so that we could gain some stamina back and extra resistance for our heroes. The stamina in particular. It is currently turn 28. We are going to be entering what I consider the mid-level of the game soon, around turn 40. At that point, we better be able to take Tier 2 provinces, and shortly thereafter, Tier 3, because we're going to be seeing the enemy AI, I think, all too soon. We don't currently have any alliances, we haven't lost a single battle yet, but we did revert once. Daros took on the monster catchers in the Valley of the Gone, and while he was victorious, we lost his entire army doing it, and I wasn't willing to allow that to happen after I saw the utter rubbish we got from a reward from it. Not worth it. We would have had to spend twice what we earned to hire back the army that we lost. Speaking of Daros, here he is, level 6.5. A bit lower level than I would have liked him to be at level 28, preferably levels at least 7, but preferably 8 at this point. But it's been a while, everyone. We're going to be making lots of mistakes. We're going to be behind, I think, in this episode from where I normally like to be. He's got a decent hold-the-line army here, of all mostly swordsmen, one healer, and a fairy. The fairy's job is to cast haste on Daros every turn, before it runs out, so let him zip around the battlefield, kill whatever he can, and at the same time, recover some more stamina. He's got 3 ranks in Armor Master, and starting with the Dwarven Shield, that gives him quite an impressive starting defense here, with 7 ranged and 7 melee defense. We've been leveling Willpower up, and with the Paladin's Cloak adding +1 resistance, and 4 resistance total to him, he can actually practically be immune now to, like, diseases. If we can take Willpower 3, he should be immune to them, in which case he becomes a lot more deadly against the undead. We will probably make him a Paladin when he reaches level 10. Other than that, there's nothing else really remarkable about the gear he's got. You can see his spells down there. As for Ilthin, again, Diplomacy 2 is his biggest draw at the moment. He's not much of a combatant, but he did use that Diplomacy to cheapen the cost of what we purchased in that tailor store, allowing him to afford this merchant hat and that Paladin Cloak, which we gave to Daros. He's still using a garbage bow. This is the weakest thing he possibly can wield. But he is wielding some feathered arrows. These are slightly better than the common arrows, assuming that you don't mind -1 ammo. And here's his army. Alright. Anything else we should talk about really quick? No, I think we're good. So let me see this part off really quick because I like how this came out. And now we can actually play. I tend to babble too much when I start about trying to do the summary of what happened last time. So I'm hoping to... I really want to come up... I'm babbling now, but whatever, we're going to keep it. I really want to come up with some sort of consistent way that I summarize what's gone on in the last video. If you guys have any idea of how to do that, what you would like to hear, please tell me. And if you don't care, then I'll attempt to do what I did in this episode. See what turn it is, look at the income that we've got, speaking of which I did not do that. 52 bucks. And 52 bucks. 52 gold per turn, 5 gems per turn. And we'll take a quick look at our heroes, how I've built them, any particular gear that we picked up in the last episode, and what I think of how we're doing given the current turn. Ilthin is exploring, as well as you can see, by the way, the lands of Ritual. This will be the last 1% for him. This will fully explore Ritual. It will improve the morale, I think, or mood of the province. And it will increase the amount of gold or gems it takes in by some very small amount, like 2 or 3. It might be both, but it might only just be one of them. And as for Daros, he is going in to, I think, fight the retinue, which is here. I'm expecting something similar to the last one that we fought, with an ironclad and so on, and Daros should be able to handle it. If there's a knight here, though, That might be a little too tough for us. So hopefully we don't see a knight. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Did we build something this turn? We did not. Okay, so we have something to build. So, what do I want to construct? The carpenter's shop is tempting to give, because then we can unlock the actually, the carpenter shop is what I want to build, but we have to build the carpenter's guild first. This would let us make sawmills in these provinces for an extra 7 income, I think, which is very nice. And we do intend to conquer these lands at some point. So that might not be a bad idea at all. In fact, I think I've just talked myself into doing it. So let's go ahead and build this carpenter's guild. Oh, 115 gold left. Next, let's go ahead and build ourselves a sawmill. Income plus 7. Yep, we can build it only in a forest. We'll build it there. Alright. Well, with that done, let's now end our turn. The hero Ilthin has completely explored the province of Ritual. Now there is not an acre of uncharted land here. Gold income from this province is increased by 2. The hero Daros approaches a fairly strong, relatively new and well-protected tower. The inhabitants of the tower have noticed him and are preparing for battle. 4 enemies. Bowmen, swordsmen, pikemen, crossbowmen. We're not going to do this fight. This is a fight for Ilthin to do, not Daros. Ilthin can win this fight with a little bit of unit exchange. If we grab a second swordsman with Ilthin, he can do this fight successfully. Let's retreat. That's always painful when you don't do something with a hero on a turn. Every turn you want to be clearing a location or fighting for a new province. You don't want to have a hero just sit there, but you also need to direct the heroes against the things that they can kill. So Ilthin will go ahead and fight that retinue. And we will exchange units a bit. We're going to give the slinger to Daros. And now let's see what Daros might be able to handle. Dark elves, we can probably kill them. We know we can't kill this undead. That we might be able to now if there's... Right, we saw that Daros was too worried about it. We saw there were 9 enemies, I think, in this. And there was a ghoul as one of them. So there might be 2 ghouls. But as long as Daros is the one tanking it, we should be okay. Preferably he would have 1 more resistance first, though, to make himself immune to the disease. The ghoul would not be able to afflict him with it at all. We could probably take on the Witch Circle. We might be able to even take on the Necromancers, but we'll want to level first. The Slave Drivers are doable, but only if it's 1 or 2 Slave Drivers. If there's 3, we'll win, but we'll lose the whole army. It's not worth it. I think we want the Slave Drivers or the Witch Circle. If the Witch Circle is a Witch Doctor, a Sorcerer, and a Necromancer, we can do it. We'll probably lose a unit or 2, but we'll win. Slave Drivers or Witch Circle. Let's do the Witch Circle to start. Okay, and let's do it. Actually, no, let's not do it quite. Is there anything else I want to build first? Can we build another sawmill? We cannot. It's 102 now for a sawmill. Lots of people are buying redwood, apparently. Speaking of that, what's the price of redwood at the moment? 42 bucks per piece of redwood. Oof. All right. Let's end our turn. We can't afford any of the buildings in our Demosthene, so we're done. The hero Ilthin approaches. Okay, so it's the same thing. And Ilthin's pretty confident he can win. I think he can win too. Let's do it. They're going first. Okay, I would love to rush our Icarus into their back lines and heavily damage like their crossbowmen, or kill their marksmen, but these two are not going to let me do that. Taking the hill here would be nice, but this crossbowman can do heavy damage to my swordsmen. I wouldn't mind having this hill with Ilthin, but I don't think we're really going to be able to benefit from that range very much. I can't look at the bowman at this moment either. Okay. Am I fine with how they're set up? I think so. I'll use our Icarus to try to flank them, while these two take hits. And in the meantime, our scout can take out the crossbowman and or this marksman. Let's start. Okay. No medals, no medals, no medals, no medals. 1 armor pierce. So you could use any... Do any of you have force smarts? You do not. We could fly our Icarus here. He'll move up here, though. And my Icarus, I know I'm not going to send him down there to die, because I don't think he'll survive a hit from this swordsman. Oh, he will. Especially because he has 2 melee defense. My range is 5. If I move here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could heavily damage that bowman. His range is also 5, so he can move up 1 and fire on Ilthin next turn. For spells, we have Headwind. Which we could use on, like, the crossbowman or one of these guys to greatly reduce the amount of stamina they're going to end up having. We could also toss it on this guy to slow him down. But I know we can probably just kill him. Let's move our Icarus up after all. With 5 range defense, I'm not very worried about this guy reaching him. And this guy doesn't have the range. Crossbowmen have 1 less range than bowmen, so he's outside the range of this. I think we do just move my swordsmen both up a space. I think we headwind. I think we headwind their marksman. I made a mistake. I should have moved him down and fired at their marksman with Ilthin. I didn't do it. We can move my guy back a space, I suppose. If he's here, 1, 2, 3, 4, he'll still be able to hit him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had to move my guy up here. No, he still hit him. Well, I messed this up. Let's go ahead and use headwind on their marksman after all. That's interesting. But I'm still a little I'm too nervous just to go after the I'm too nervous to charge him, as he'll be attacked by both of these units if I move him here. We're now in range of their crossbowmen. We will heavily damage him. Okay, this is acceptable. So you can charge down here, Ikarai, and kill their bowmen. We'll put some damage on their crossbowmen. Can you take all the damage that's about to be leveled your way? I don't think he can. Now he can. I think it... Do Ikarai have agility? They do. I just need to be careful that I don't die to him. It ignores his counterattack. So the Ikarai should ignore it, but I'm going to weaken him first. Oh god, 7 damage on that counterattack. Okay, victorious. Heavily wounded army, but we did win. I also misplayed that at the very beginning. God, that was awful. $45 from the fight is very nice. +1 health. What do we want? Archery 1, marksmanship 1, diplomacy 3. I would like if Ilfin here to be a little stronger in combat. So we're going to grab marksmanship 1 for him. You can gain a hit point. You can gain a stamina. 139 bucks, 8 gems, a dash spell, and raise skeleton. These are these aren't very useful. The hero Daros has approached a half-destroyed ancient tower. The inhabitants of the old citadel have noticed him and are preparing for battle. 3 enemies: Necromancer, Witch Doctor, Sorcerer. Daros says he's dead. I think we can win. And if we can't, I can revert time again. Let's do it, Daros. I have faith in you. God, the Necromancer's on a hill. Okay, how are we doing this? And we have a swamp on our lands. That sucks. I think we put you on a hill. I think this is what we do to start. If we're kind of lucky, they'll have summon spells, and they will summon units. It'll be attrition a little bit, but I'd rather them do that than move up and then fire on me. Which reminds me, let me move you over here. This guy has to move up 1, and immediately, I think his range is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's 5, he might fire on Daros to start. We'll hope his resistance is good enough. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. That was some good positioning on their part. We have to stay here and take it. I would normally want to kill these, but if I move Daros up, he's going to eat a rank 9 magic attack. So he takes 5 damage, and he'll take a rank 12 for 7 more damage from this Necromancer. So we're not doing that yet. We'll just have to take some damage from that guy. You know, I think I keep my units where they're located, with the exception of the fairy, who moves back and casts haste on Daros. Because I don't want my healer hurt, I'll move him back 1. Worst case scenario, he moves up 2 and shoots lightning at someone. Oh, I looked at the wrong guy. He had 4 ranged defense to him. That was useless. Why don't we... Oh, I should use magic weapon on our little slinger, but I did not do so. We do 8 damage. We should cast magic weapon on ourselves. Okay, this is somewhat acceptable. We move you up. One ammo left on their sorcerer, who was cursed. Our slinger was cursed. That's fine. So I think one of these guys moves up and attacks and kills this. It should be this guy that does it. So if we move him here, and he attacks and kills a skeleton. Can we kill this with just you? Okay, we cannot, which is what I expected. Darius moves up now and attacks this imp. He moves up and kills this. We heal, and that's good. We move you back, you move back, and we heal you. Darius, you took some big hits, but you're still alive, and you can one-hit kill this sorcerer. So let's do that. You take a hill. You move down. Oh. I don't want to lose a swordsman. Let's move you back. And that will be good. What's your counterattack? 6. It's going to be a magic attack. You will kill this guy on the counterattack. Darius, I think, just moves up and hits him. Okay, that's good. Then we can actually speed this guy up. And kill the necromancer. I hate you. At least it was our level 2 who died. And Darius is leveled, and we were able to win 66 bucks, 13 gems. Plus 1 health, and Darius has leveled. Not willpower, which is actually a shame. More constitution. Plus 1 attack, plus 1. I think we need this. We need to do more damage. So let's grab Weapon Master 1 for plus 1 attack, plus 1 counterattack. You've earned Shield Bash, and generally I like that on my swordsman. We'll take that. You little fairy, you could probably use a little more morale. 1 hit point or 1 more ammo for you. Hit points. $269, 17 gems, and plus 2 hit point steel ring. The money's very nice. The gems are okay. The steel ring, we can buy this in our store, we can make. But still, I won't say no to plus 2 hit points. Alright, not bad. That worked out well. Both our heroes leveled. So, Darius, let's repair your gear. And we have to hire someone new for you. So, since we're hiring someone new... Oh, it's gonna... I need it to be a swordsman, actually. So, let's do that. Actually, first, before I do that, what am I building in our province? Am I building something that increases the experience of my troops? I will want the crossbowman school, but I think it might be a little too early for it. Let's build a carpenter shop. Plus 2 income, we can purchase an actual hunting bow, and we can get jagged arrows for Ilthin. It also increases our income by plus 2. And now we will hire another swordsman. Ilthin, raise skeleton. We already have one of them. I guess we'll take a second, just in case we don't take a necromancer school, but we hire a summoner later on. Dash. Enchanted unit loses 4 morale points, but gets an extra turn. Loss decreases only slightly with the caster's spell power. Only works on mortal humans. I don't see us using this. I don't see us using this. We're just going to vendor it. We're also going to vendor these feathered arrows. And your short bow, because now we have a hunting bow, which is +1 more ranged attack damage, and everything else is the same, but that really matters. And the jagged arrows are also +1 more ranged weapon damage compared to the feathered arrows, and we went through a lot of money that round. Ilthin, I'm going to send you up here to explore. Daros, you gained a health for your level up. Can we kill the slave drivers? I don't want to waste another turn. If Ilthin can get scouting next turn, we'll have him come back here and check the slave drivers. Maybe. I know that we can kill probably the battle mages with Daros. We can probably kill the gang of robbers. We can kill these dark elves. Or even maybe Ilthin can kill these dark elves. I think I've just convinced myself that we go here. We do this battle. And then maybe we take on the free settlement. Or the land of the dead with Daros and his army. So let's go there with you, Daros. And Ilthin, yep, you're doing the same. I can't afford any more buildings. Let's just end our turn. Ilthin, you begin exploring. Daros, you take on the gang of robbers. I think he can win. There'll be a thug there, and there'll be an assassin. Oh, it's going to be close, but I think we can do it. I think we can do it. We'll give it a try. And Ilthin, yep, you'll explore. Actually, maybe we take on the Dark Elves with you. What's your army? Oh, your army's hurt. No, we can't do that. You just have to explore. Is our ritual still in play? It is. We should build another sawmill. How expensive is redwood now? 45. And now it is still 45. Okay. Okay. How much, by the way, how much money are we making a turn? 67 now. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. Let's do it. Wait, what's Ilthin doing? Exploring. That's fine. While exploring the province of Forbidden Wood, the hero Ilthin found something unusual. Tower ruins. We examine it. The hero Ilthin has approached a half-destroyed ancient tower. The inhabitants of the old citadel have noticed him and are preparing for battle. 4 enemies: Necromancer, Witch Doctor, and a Sorcerer. Oh. This would be too strong for Daros as well, since he didn't gain 1 more point of willpower. It's probably 2 Sorcerers, a Necromancer, and a single Witch Doctor. But it's too strong for you, Ilthin, so you have to just retreat. Oh, this is interesting. The hero Daros locates a secret lair of bandits, an outpost of sorts, it seems. There appears to be a horde of treasures guarded. 4 enemies only. Brigands and a gang leader. This is easy. Ilthin could do this fight, but Daros has the quest, and we want that quest completed, so we attack. Yeah, we're gonna annihilate this group. Okay, we start with that haste. And Daros, you can just... Actually, you can march over here. We form a defensive line. Oh, God! Careful your fairy, Tim, by the way. You're going to lose her, too, at this rate. kill that one. We need to heavily wound him so we can kill him as well. And that's good. Perfect. Okay, now we can heal that massive hit you took. Man, Tim, you're not paying attention. You just hit E, you're like, whatever. I just move my people wherever I want them, apparently, without any thought to what's going to happen to them. We are so lucky we didn't lose another swordsman there, Tim. What the heck? 15 bucks to the fight. Not very much. Do you already have... You already have 2 ranks in first aid, so we'll give you a resistance. I don't really like taking forced march, but I guess we will give it to you. We get another bastard sword. That bastard this game is. 136 gold, 12 gems. Not very much, but that was an easy fight, so I shouldn't complain too much about it. Pathfinder. So the province of ritual report that some monster has started to appear in the village at night. It rips apart the villagers and drags the remains off to some place, and all that is found in the morning is a large pool of blood. I don't know what you want me to do. I can't do anything about it. Don't got it. I'm aware. I don't have 400 bucks lying around. Alright, Ilthin is doing his thing. Daros, you were victorious. What else is there for you to potentially do here? You know what just occurred to me? If I'm going to fight the spellcasters, I should be wielding a bastard sword, not the hammer. Because we don't care about defense. We care about killing the things as quickly as possible. Is there anything else here we can fight? We won't win Lycans. We might win against this witch circle. Wait, crap. What was the thing we encountered just with Ilthin? It was a tower of ruins, but which one of these was here before? Was it the battle mages or the witch circle that was here before? Oh no! I'll be right back, everyone. I'm just gonna check on the recording really quick and see what it was that what location was here originally. Give you a few seconds. Okay, it was battle mages. The battle mages were here already, so I'm going to hope they're a little easier, and Daros might be able to defeat them. So we're going to go after the battle mages. Which circle's the stronger one? We'll want Daros to have another point of willpower in order to take them out, and even then, that will be a little tricky, but I think he can probably do it. But I think we do the battle mages, and then I'm thinking we take on one of these provinces, begin extending our realm a bit. Oh, actually, the first thing... Well, actually, yeah, let's assign you to fight the battle mages. And Ilthin, what's your army consist of again? Still hurt. Nope, we're just going to explore. As for buildings... There's no more... I can't build any more buildings here or here. Let's take the farmer's market. Because that lets us build mills. Even more income per turn. 74 per turn now for gold. Okay. Let's do it. The hero Ilthin has returned from his trip. He did not find anything unusual, but he managed to explore 2% of the land in the province of Forbidden Wood. The hero Daros has approached... The hero has approached a half-destroyed ancient tower. Sorry, I always look ahead to see what we're fighting, how many of them are. The inhabitants of the old citadel have noticed him and are preparing for battle. 4 enemies, shaman and sorcerer. Probably 3 shamans and 1 sorcerer. We can do this. Let's do it. Yep. Yeah, this is totally doable. This is totally doable. Can even let them spread the damage around a bit. Do gotta be a little careful if I don't want to lose a unit, though. Okay, so haste on Daros. So I put him here because I want him to take hits from this witch doctor. I should have actually checked everyone again before you started. Okay. And now we're going to charge. Daros up and threaten this guy. What's your range? 4. So right now, our swordsman's in range. I'm going to move him back one. Because the witch shamans don't have forest knowledge, or at least this one does not. So they're not going to be able to move up and shoot this turn. And that's all I need to do. End of turn. This is perfectly acceptable. We heal you again. And I'm going to move him now away so he doesn't take another hit because he's losing morale. We'll now move you up and kill the sorcerer. And it's over. He's trying to reach our lines. You know what we could do, though? Maybe get Darius back to get some healing, assuming that this guy doesn't kill himself with a counterattack. He did not. So... sure. That piece of cake! Resistance! Very important if you're going to take out mages. He didn't level, though. That's a shame. But came very close to it. Decent amount of gems for that battle. 13. That's nice. Garbage. We did get an Adventurer's Guard contract, which I guess is nice. 207 bucks, 12 gems, and a saber. Well, the saber will be useful because it lets us switch out our mace. And why did I not use my bastard sword? In that fight, I just was saying how I should do that. And of course, I don't do that. All right, Daros. What else here can we kill? God, I hate centaurs so much. We'll lose my whole army fighting them. We might not be able to defeat them either. Giant spiders. So, Daros, you have resistance. So, I don't think... No, I think it's related to the amount of strength you have, Daros. I don't know if I can beat this. What will it be? Remember, it's New Horizons, Tim. 2 giant spiders, 1 bird eater will be there. Daros can win. I might lose some units. I would like Daros to get 1 more experience point, 1 more level before I fight, go after the whatchamacallit, though. We could defeat the Dark Elves. How are you looking, Ilthin? Army's still badly hurt. Alright, so... Daros will fight the Dark Elves. And we'll use the saber for this fight. Okay, let's do it. Oh, we gotta build things. Let's build another mill. Very nice. And do I want to build anything in my Demosthene? The answer is yes, I do. What am I building, though? Okay. Let's think about which of these buildings I'm building in the future. How am I leveling up my mage spells? My mage schools. So I'm probably not going to take Necromancy, and I'm probably not going to take the Altar of Chaos. I think we will build the Sanctuary. We could definitely use the Healing Ritual to help Ilthid's army out, and our own army. We'll probably build the Nature's Cloister for summoning, and then that leaves either Metamorphosis or Winds. I'll have to make up my mind a little later about that. Let's go with Sanctuary. That now lets me actually cast Chalice of Life. Let me make sure I got the right person selected. Yep, it's Ilthin. Perform Ritual, Chalice of Life. Okay, he's now almost at 100%. He might be able to fight the Dark Elves now, but you know what? I'll just be glad to have him healed, and he can keep exploring. Daros kills the Dark Elf girls. And then, next turn, I think we take on the Free Settlement. 2% explored. It's only 4 enemies. No, we're not going to fight it with Daros. We're not. Waste of a turn. Daros, let's have you come over here, and you'll take on the free settlement. Ilthin can win that fight. He just needs another level first. He might be able to do it actually with what he's got as well. The lack of healing is what hurts him the most. We could go and pick up a few heal spells with him. Let's have him come back and do that. Okay, and as for other buildings, I think we'll hold on to our cash at the moment. Let's build a slinger school. Actually, we will take the slingers as our ranged unit. One of them, because we're going to grab the crossbowman school as well, because I want the watchtower. I want to build the watchtower like here so I can see what's waiting us up ahead. Stop. Daros. How's your weaponry? We'll give you back the mace for this fight. Should be okay. Hero Daros has entered the province of Standing Stones. A band of local militia is advancing in his direction. Number of enemies, 10. Militiamen, slingers, spearmen, bowmen, pikemen, swordsmen, veteran, spearmen. No border guard. We can defeat this group. Let's fight them. Okay. We get to go first. That's interesting. I like that, but it also makes me nervous. There's at least one bowman in this group. Wouldn't mind getting the hills. And I want Daros being able to charge into the enemy ranks immediately. So let's do this to start. Daros will be moving straight up. He'll be surrounded, but I think he'll be okay. And we can march the swordsman up to deal with whatever stragglers are going to charge my back ranks. Let's start. I know without looking that this guy has forced march. Yep. Who else has forced marched? And that's spearmen. Double shot on their level 12 bowmen. That's aggravating. And lots of stunning shots on their slingers. This is going to be a little more dangerous than I would have normally liked it to have been. But I still think we charge Daros up. Our army follows. You now have to fall back. We move up and we heal you. My army moves up. Daros, you lost a lot of stamina. And I can't reach the slingers, which is annoying. Let's continue to work on their strongest unit. And that will do. Let's attack here. Darn this jerk. We just can't kill him. Daros. Kill him and then close ranks. I don't want to lose the one stamina for being attacked there. That would be good. We put another haste back on Daros. He begins recovering some stamina. Can we clear a path for him? Daros, you do 8 damage. It's not enough to kill this guy. So we're going to go ahead and use an Astral Energy. Begin getting back some of your stamina. Let's have our fairy cast a haste. Pull this guy back and heal him. Kill there, run this guy over. Take away that one's parry. And then kill him. Alright, and it's over. We have won. You can heal, little fairy. First aid. Well, I don't mind resting. Since everyone is rather out of stamina. And Daros. Thank you. Easy battle. Actually, not that easy, but we did it. Oh, level 10 on so many of these units. $105 for the fight. Very nice. +1 health. We can grab willpower 3. Let's absolutely take it. +1 more resistance, +1 more morale. We're gonna take +1 ammo on our little healer. This swordsman is gained an attack medal, +3 to attack. We will take it. +1 stamina for you. We can't afford it, fairy. Can't afford that medal for you. Our slinger can get +1 stamina. The deputy of the Forbidden Wood province informs you that about 1/3 of the population dies yearly on the night of the Spirit of Commemoration. They say the spirits from the neighboring cursed lands come into the world of the living unhindered and choose victims for themselves. This night is drawing near yet again. Perform a protective ritual for 50 gems. The deputy of the Forbidden Wood province informs you that after the protective ritual was performed, the night of the Spirit of Commemoration passed peacefully, and no one perished. Wonderful. Alright, Daros's equipment is heavily damaged. It's just his mace. And what's in this province? Inquisitors, the only location. Okay, that's a bit awkward. Daros gained a level. It was probably just hit points he gained. It was. Okay. Let's first have Ilthin learn some different spells. At the very least, I want 1 Cure Wounds. We should take a second, to be honest. But everything else is also too useful, so he'll just grab 1. There's nothing... Oh, he might be able to take out those Dark Elves, but it's not likely. We know the Dark Elves here are only 4 units. Let's go there instead. Now, Daros. We might be able to kill the Inquisitors, depending upon what it consists of, but it's a tier 2 province. I'm expecting some trouble. Let's start by building the standard stuff. We'll start with the pub. And we have more Lizardman lands. If we can get this group as an ally, then Daros... I'm sorry, then all the Lizardman lands will join us free, for free of charge. We should also build the watchtower. And can I build the guard here? Okay, so this has let us see a great more distance. We can see there's some free settlements over here. I can see a plate mill armory here. So we want to go there. We have no lands over here. Another free settlement. Some goblins. And more lizardman lands. Okay. So I like what I'm seeing. I just don't know how to do these fights. Daros. I think we move here and take on the undead. Ilthin goes here and fights those dark elves. Let's do it. So Ilthin, you can take on the dark elves. Good luck, Ilthin. Daros is going to fight some undead. We should probably repair his gear. He's not going to have the durability to do this battle and then that one. Maybe though we can do this battle with a double-handed weapon instead. It also depends on how many enemies are in this province. It'll be just dead, but if there's like a ghost, oh man, we're never taking that province. Daros will need to be a paladin first. But let's actually hold on, Daros. You're level 8 now. Maybe we can actually kill things in here instead. The witch circle. He's got 5 resistance. I think that's a mistake. 60 life? He can probably do it, Tim. What's the worst that happens? You have to revert? You've already reverted this episode. I guess we can try it. We're gonna lose units. I don't want to fight the witch circle quite yet. We'll come back for the witch circle. Let's stick with this. We'll head up there and fight the dead. Okay, did we build something this turn? We did not. Build a mill for more income, and that will do. The hero Daros has entered the province of Hunter's Lot. These dead lands had only looked deserted from afar. The scouts spotted a group of living dead ahead. 9 enemies. Nope, skeleton, bone spearman, zombie, and a ghoul. Daros believes he can easily defeat them. I think I agree. But it will be a lot tougher than an easy fight. This won't be as easy as Daros wants. It's again, all comes down to stamina on Daros. I would love him to take a hill in the enemy territory, but I don't see how that's happening. Let's go with this and see how many ghouls we have. If we have 2, this is going to be a bit tougher than I would have liked. 1 ghoul. Okay. Not so bad. Any of them have any medals? No. Okay. So let's start with a haste. Daros is using his saber. That's acceptable, Tim. Let's have Daros... The zombie's going to take the hill. That's really annoying. But it can't be helped. Take it, zombie! I am going to need to intercept that ghoul with him. When dealing melee damage, this unit inflicts the end with a trophy. The unit's attack attributes are reduced by 3 and speed by 1 and loses 2 stamina each turn. Each turn is reduced that it's afflicted on you, though, by I think 1 for every point of resistance that you have. We really want to kill that ghoul. But I can't reach it this turn. So instead we're going to charge that bone spearman. Is that wise, Tim? It does 11 points of damage. Let's move up here and begin killing the skeletons. Okay, that will have to do. Ten hit points, 4 hit points, 11 damage. We should probably... It won't matter which one we kill, I suppose. Let's kill the zombie then. Begin hurting the ghoul. And that's it. The rest of my army stays and waits for the dead. Okay, can we kill it this round? Because if not, it's going to reach my lines. No, we can't kill it this round. Actually, can we kill it this round? Maybe we can. So if Daros moves up and hits it for 11 points of damage, it has 6 left. Oh, I'd have to charge a swordsman up. Oh, and he'll be attacked by everything. He'll die. I mean, no matter what, we have to move up and attack it. It has the same attack and counterattack, and I'd rather hit it for a little more damage. We also will get to see if we actually are immune to its disease, which I think we will be. So up you go, Daros, and hit it. Yes! No! Yes, kind of. He does have the disease on him, but only 1 turn. Okay, I'm going to move my army back. And we'll recast haste on Daros. Oh god, Daros, you're gonna die? No, he doesn't have atrophy on him. Alright, my army now moves back up. My slinger can kill that ghoul. Which means Daros can now plug the hole here and use Astro Energy. Get himself back up in fighting form. We can probably... Yep, kill this skeleton. Wound that one and move you. I'm so nervous that I've messed this up that this skeleton has like 3 movement. I'm just going to leave my healer here. And we end the turn. We need to protect this slinger. Sucks. Let's use a haste here. Or else you move up. Okay, and we have won. Oof, that was a bit tricky. But we did it. 20 gold, 15 gems for the fight. Plus 1 health, level 9. Level 9. I keep complaining about stamina, so we should grab Constitution 2 for another point of it. But we're not. We're going to do Weapon Master 2 for plus 2 attack, plus 1 counterattack. Parry is very nice. Parry plus 2. Ooh, plus 1 ammo or range defense plus 1. What's your range defense right now? 6. We'll take plus 1 ammo. Can't afford it, Fairy. Even though we just took a province that's plus 5 gems. No, we can't lose all that to giving the Fairy that medal. You only have 10 morale. We'll give you plus 2 morale. The hero Ilthin has approached a half-destroyed ancient tower. The inhabitants of the old Citadel have noticed him and are preparing for battle. 4 enemies, Night Shadows and Dark Priestesses. Dark Priest. There will be 3 Night Shadows and 1 Dark Priest. Let's attack. This was going to be tough. Oh, we start with a hill, though, which is very nice. And I would love to be able to get into these trees very quickly. Let's move you here, Ikarai. They don't have forest knowledge. Let's move you up. And even though she's going to heal them... You know, we could use... You have Astral Thief, right? We could steal all her ammo. Let's fire once. Nice. Almost killed her. We'll lose the Ikarai if I send it down here to attack, because all of the girls will attack it. But I think we do it anyway. I think I need her to die. Or be so wounded that won't be a concern. I guess we could pull him back, though. I'm not brave enough to do it. I want to keep the Ikarai alive. Pull you back. So annoying! I hate these girls. I hate them. They're so effing unbalanced. Let's heal. You're dead as well, swordsman. Probably. Yep, you're gonna die. We'll try getting you away. I hate them. 83 gold, 5 gems. Level 3. Scouting. I said I wanted scouting, so we're gonna take it. Plus 1 more command as well is useful. Man, but looking, marksmanship 2. Well, marksmanship 2's here, everyone. Marksmanship 2's here. That's another plus 1 range attack, which is damage that he needs if he wants to actually clear locations. Let's take marksmanship 2. Sluggishness, Dispel Magic. Dispel Magic is garbage, but sluggish might not be. 192 gold, 11 gems. That battle was worth it in the end. We can repurchase the army for Ilthin. Daros, your saber is now heavily damaged. Do we do this? This is a tier 3 province, Tim. We might be able to purchase it from them. Oh, we have Ratmen here. But they're the only ones I see. I don't think we had the Skaven as an ally. Ratmen, who are totally not Skaven. It'd be nice to get them as an ally, but we threw our lot in with the Lizardmen. Daros could get their quest, and Ilthin could keep their quest. We could see which one we complete first. Could also just conquer Lizardmen here now. Just do it. We haven't seen any slugs, and I think Daros' army is probably strong enough to do it. I will want to repair his gear first, though. And everyone will be playing for over an hour, so I think we should stop soon, too. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to build really quickly? What turn is it, by the way? 37. Population mood in this province is awful again. Okay. Let's first cast Extravaganza. Oh, Daros. If I'm able to purchase this land or fight these guys, we could take advantage of the fact this is here to repair your gear. But I think they're going to ask for too much money. So no, we're not going to do it. I think we have to send them back, everyone. That sucks. Actually, there's no locations in this land either. Oh. Okay. But there's also no undead here any longer. Oh, well, it's currently dead land. But that's because there's nothing living here. But the humans are about to show up there. Yeah, we'll send you back here, Daros, and repair your gear. Oh, it's so annoying. But I want him to use that shield in the battle up ahead. Actually, hold on. That's right. There's nothing there. You just looked. There was nothing there when you just looked. Why would there be anything there now when you're looking again? Ilthan, repair your gear. Dispel magic. We can already take it for the sluggishness. Reduces the target speed by 2. Enchanted unit uses 1 stamina each turn. Lasts 5 turns. If the spell reduces target speed below 1, it can still move but will lose some stamina each step. Resistance only partially protects against this spell. How is this different than Headwind? How is this different than your Headwind spell? Reduces speed by 2 and range by 1 on Headwind. Oh, okay. I thought it was reducing stamina as well. So this is the spell I thought Headwind was. Interesting. Alright, well, you're back, Ilthan, and you got +1 command. Oh my god, it's a $111 for a swordsman. Okay. Well, we want 2 of them. And I'm going to take another healer with this group. They're heading back up here to explore. We need this. We need this. So we're going there next, is what we're doing with Daros. Oh, we should build more things, though. So let's go ahead and build a pub here. I can't really afford anything. Actually, we could. No, we'll be good at the moment. We'll be good. We don't need anything at this moment. We'll be fine. Let's hold on to our cash. Okay, Daros, let's go ahead and repair your... Oh, God! $152 and 2 gems to repair all his equipment. Okay, well, it's done now. We'll give you the mace. I don't think I need 2 bastard swords, so we'll just keep 1 here. We could give him, as you see, a chest piece for even greater defense, but I don't want him losing +1 his speed, suffering -1. I like him having 4. With the haste from the fairy, we wouldn't notice it that much, but I'll still keep what he's currently got. And Daros, you're going to march over here. We're going to try taking on those barbarians. As for you, Ilthan, you can't defeat any of that. We're going to keep searching this and exploring it. I think everyone will do the battle against the barbarians, and then we'll end the session. And if I got any comments on the last video, I will read. I haven't uploaded it yet, but I will read them at the end of this one. While exploring the province of Forbidden Wood, the hero Ilthan met the Spirit of Knowledge. By communicating with this wise creature, the hero has gained invaluable experience points. Nice. The province of Ritual is terrible. How many wolves attacked the village? Where did it come from? Nobody had stopped the monster, so it tore apart many people in the province of Ritual to pieces. The damage cost you 74 gold. After sating itself, the lichen disappeared. The rest are not happy with you, and many of them curse you. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know what you want me to do! I can't kill a lichen! I don't have foreign bucks lying around to hire a witcher, because I'm trying to improve everything else. Alright. Let's, That's gonna happen every so often as well, everyone, until we destroy that lichen. Oh, wait, I don't even see the lichen in here. That's interesting. Okay, well, we need gold to deal with it, 400. I guess we'll save up for it in the future. By the way, that lichen will wipe out everything. You effectively can't kill it. You need a really strong army, if I remember correctly, to do so. Alright, well, let's keep moving. We'll explore this province. Oh, actually, we should build something. Let's build another sawmill. The hero Dairos has entered the province of Thunder Island. The barbarians who claim these lands to be theirs by right are sending an armed party to intercept. 7 enemies. Barbarian Berserker and a Shaman. We can win. There'll be 2 Shamans, 1 Berserker, and 4 Barbarians. 5 Barbarians, 1 Shaman. A little easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so... that's good for a start. It'll take them some time to get to me. We could... okay, how do I want to set it up here? Do I want to actually fight here? The question is, do I want the Shaman to cast curses on us, or do I want him to instead pummel us with spells? This is a better spot because of the choke point that they'd have to go through to get to us, one at a time. But I do like having multiple... well... I don't like the swamp, but we could put... you could put Dairos in the swamp. Technically, don't you gain... no, you don't get... you only get resistance point here if you have swamp knowledge. He would lose some of his defense. Though... but they'd probably move some of the units down here to charge this spot. Maybe we could distract him, though, and get him to do that anyway. So he's going to have a range of 5 on that hill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can't shoot us. If I do this, will this guy come down here to attack this swordsman and ignore my army up here? Because if so, this is worth it. If he doesn't, though, if he moves up in this direction, then this wasn't worth it. We'll distract only this guy. We can slowly get back in position, though, if it comes down to it. They will be a little staggered thanks to all the hills as well, but... no, they won't be. They'll hit your lines with all their forces at the same time. No, we play the defensive game as I'm used to. Ferry up there, and this is good. Okay, so they're on the way. Dairos has the most armor, and decent counterattack. He moves here. You move there. We cast haste on Dairos, and that's good. I hate you. Why didn't you move up and attack? You should have done that, you jerk! Now I have to worry about killing, now I have to worry about you guys attacking my swordsman instead of Dairos, you real jerks. We can fall back another spot with our healer and pull this guy up, so my swordsman can't be attacked this turn. And I think that's a better use of my actions. So let's do that. I can't kill any of them with Dairos, so I don't want them activating their berserk. So I think this is fine. We stay exactly where we are, but Dairos will use magic weapon. So he inflicts even more damage on his turn now. Okay, you move up, and I think you can kill this guy? I think I for was 1 point of peely damage. Dairos does 14. It's not enough to kill one of them. But this one has to die. So if I attack and kill this one, this guy probably attacks this swordsman. And this guy might move here and throw an axe, or he might move here actually and throw an axe, and that's fine. And I don't want... if I move it, this swordsman here and kill this guy, both of these guys will attack him, and I really don't want that to happen. So we'll have Daros kill him, and we'll end our turn. Okay, you move down, you move back. You move up and kill that. You didn't kill him, but that's fine. That's not fine! Why did we not kill him? Oh, it's so annoying. Alright, you move up, and you heal this guy. What a waste. Daros has to kill... Oh, I could have used a fairy to zap him. Okay, well, it's too late now. That's good. So what's going to happen on their turn? He's going to move here and attack this guy. He's going to move here and attack this guy. They'll both take lots of damage, but they'll live. These two can kill this one. Daros and him might be able to kill this one. And if they can't, maybe all three of us can kill this berserker. Ooh, we only did 3 damage to him. He's got 4 defense. He's gonna be a real pain in the batukas to kill. How do I do this? He does 60. He's going to gain 6 more damage if he enrages. And I can't kill him in one go unless all my units are around him. And even then, he's got 4 defense. It's going to take Daros 2 rounds at least to chew through him. You do no damage. We might as well just rest you. How can I deal with him? What is this, by the way? He gains morale when he takes damage. He becomes incredibly dangerous the more he kills. Okay. Can we keep you alive one more round? Let's start with the haste here. I think we do heal here. Oh, this is the guy who has a plus attack, too. We're gonna lose him, and there's nothing I can do about it. That sucks. Well, there it is. Alright, metal guy. I can't do anything to save you. Let's just end the turn. If I move Daros around now, what will happen is that if I'll hit him and he'll be alive, and he'll move here and kill this guy. He's got 11 defense, effectively. He does 16 damage. This guy will just barely survive the hit from him. Let's do it. Just end the turn. Okay. So, I'm going to pull our really important swordsman back. This guy's moving up. You are moving up. We will use another... haste here and move you up. And it's time. Does it improve their counterattack as well? It's just his normal attack. God! Oh, snap! I did not think we were going to kill him. Oh, that's so... look how amazing I am, everyone. Look how amazing I am that I was able to kill that guy by cleverly moving everyone around him exactly as I did and used the right units, while also pulling back, protecting my guy with the more attack that I should have actually moved up to attack that guy instead. But it doesn't matter. We didn't lose anybody. That's amazing. All right. 66 bucks and 2 gems. Oh, what's your stamina? 11? We'll give you another ranged defense. What's your counterattack? 8. I like it being the same. You can get a counterattack. While exploring the province of Forbidden Wood, the hero Ilthin discovers something unusual. Ancient ruins. Examine it. The hero Ilthin has approached the deserted ruins of the City of the Ancients. Often an ancient artifact or some treasures hidden by the current occupants of the ruins can be found in such places. Scouting has revealed that the ancient ruins are not as deserted as they may have appeared at first sight. 3 enemies, they're giant slugs. So we found our first giant slugs, and it's half of what we need to get the lizardmen to join us as allies. But Ilthin's no match for them, so we retreat. We might be able to kill 1 giant slug, in which case we could follow that up with Daros here. And he could probably kill the other 2. But then Ilthin wouldn't get the credit for those, and so it's not really worth it. We could keep throwing Ilthin at the slugs and die. His whole army would die. He would die, but we would kill like maybe 1 slug a turn. And eventually we would kill all of them. But that's, I don't know, we can hopefully not have to do that. What are we doing? We're exploring with Ilthin some more. Acreal and Centaurs. Really annoying. I don't want to fight either of those on the hills in this location. So we're not going to do that. Okay, well then let's end the turn by building a pub. And do I build another Watchman's? Here, we would see one. We'd only see this spot. So I don't think that's worth it. We did just gain the steel, iron that we needed. So now, the Crossbowman School is significantly cheaper than much more cheaper than it used to be. But we still need redwood to afford them. I think we don't need the crossbowmen quite yet. How wounded are we? We're not very wounded. But there's nothing here I feel like I can fight. We can probably defeat the Tome Guardians and maybe the Inquisitors, so we'll double back there and do those battles with Daros next turn. Daros will be level 10, probably at the end of both those battles. And Ilthin, you can keep exploring this province, I suppose. We'll eventually clear it. And that will be it. I'm going to hold on the money. Maybe we can somehow deal with the stupid lichen. Actually, what we should do? We should build a building. We should build a foundry. Income from iron is increased by 5. Since we have iron, that's 5 more income. And that finishes off the metal stuff we needed. And yeah, that'll do for us, everyone. We'll stop here. So, wow! 110 gold per turn, and 10 gems now per turn. It's turn 41. We have just entered the mid-game. We have a level 10, and as you can see, we are able to take tier 2 provinces now, having taken 2 of them. 3 of them, actually. We'll probably try the Savage Wood. We'll probably take the Rowan Reaches as well in the next episode. Hopefully, Ilthin will also reach level 4 or 5. Daros will be level 10 in a Paladin. And maybe we'll be taking some free settlements. Purchasing them, if nothing else. Alright, well, that does it for us. Thank you guys for watching. And now it's time for comments. So, I am, of course, assuming that I got some. So, I will see you in a few seconds if I did. And if I didn't, then thank you guys for watching. Alright, guys. It's been 5 hours since part 177 was uploaded to my channel. I am superly addicted to this game again, and I want to record it, but I said I was going to read your comments. So I'm going to read the comments I currently got on this video. I have 4 of them, not including mine. So let's pound through these comments together. Vipera Burris says, really happy to see more of this. I hope that this bug stops being so suffocating. It's ruining this otherwise great game. Hey, yes, Vipera, I agree entirely with that sentiment. when we were encountering that hyper-leveling bug earlier, it just throws the balance of the entire shard into disarray. Because the AI is not following the same rules I am. I suddenly have to deal with enemy guards where it should have been locations that I'm clearing and or normal guards for those provinces instead, and it's just very frustrating. I do indeed hope it's fixed, and we never encounter it. But if we do, again, we'll talk more about it then and what we might have as options into playing this game going forward. Alexander says, "Hey Tim, you've inspired me to give Eador another try. Had to start from the beginning because I lost my save. Already sunk 5 hours to the first shard. Good luck." Hey, Alexander. Good. The game is good. I like the game. It's just, darn it, that bug is just so awful when it happens. But yeah, so I'm glad to hear that at least I've inspired you to try the game again. At the very least, you can see what changes were added. And speaking of changes, there have been more changes that have occurred that I didn't even realize were happening and possibly even affecting us. I will take a peek at our heroes, because they might have gained something special since the last time I had played this game 2 years ago that I didn't notice when I began playing it again. I'll talk a little bit more about what I'm talking about right now in the beginning of the next episode, which I'm going to record right after I'm done with these comments. Udaloop C says, "Please keep playing as long as it's enjoyable to you." That's my intention, Udaloop C. I absolutely will be doing that. I will be watching regardless. Great channel and content as always. Thank you, Udaloop C. Although, should you really trust One-Eyed Scout? Seems like a drawback. Oh, you're talking about Ilthin here? You know, when I first read your comment, I thought it was a nod to Inscription, and how we would occasionally lose our eyes to Leshy in that game. But I trust him. He is rather low level, but I still trust Ilthin, I think. You know, but he does look kind of gruff, doesn't he? But that's part of his mystique. I think he looked really good with that merchant's hat on, though. And just an all-in-one resource says, "Right on, Lotaeri. Man, it's been a while." Hey, how you doing, Mike? Good to see you again, sir. It has been a while, hasn't it? For this one. How are you doing? You'll have to let me know if you make it to the end of this video. Alright, guys. So that's all the comments at this moment. So I'm going to off to record the next part. And I will see you guys there. Take care, everyone. Actually, folks, we're not going to leave quite yet because I got 2 more comments in the time that I had recorded my reading of the other comments. Let's go ahead and read these 2. Dennis Mayak says, "A small advice, do not repair all before selling items from your inventory. Repairing items adds less to their selling price than you're spending for repairs. Especially if the item has a resource associated with it, you're buying a fraction of that resource for repairs too. Rare items made from rare resources can be very expensive to repair if you don't have its resources." So what is he talking about? Well, similarly to constructing buildings and hiring troops, it costs resources to purchase items from these shops. I don't, maybe we can... No, well, maybe I can. Can I see... I don't think I can see that with anyone because I'm not at a shop at the moment. I don't think I can see that. Can I see that here? If I go here to my treasury. I can't see that price here, but I'm pretty sure it is coming into play. So, for example, our hunting bow is $94 to buy it. And whereas normally I think it would be significantly less. And I think this is because we don't have any redwood. And if we had redwood, the cost of these would be lessened. It's not a full price of redwood going into the cost of purchasing these from the store, but it is contributing to their increased cost. I think that's the case. And that's really interesting, Dennis, because I did not realize that was the case. I thought the repairs were just based on, like, the tier of weapon. The more powerful it is, the more expensive it is, which tends to be the case, but that would also make sense because the higher tier weapons might require resources for you to purchase them. We would be able to see this more clearly if we go to, like, the tailor shop and try to purchase something with Ilthin here. So, yes. And so, I did not realize I had done that, but apparently in the last video, I did hit repair all and repaired some equipment that was in my inventory that I had no intention of using. In any case, there's no reason to do that because when you repair items, you never get back more than what you repaired them for. It's a detriment to repair something and then sell it. You've lost money when you've done that. And so don't do it. Don't do what I did. Don't repair all and then immediately sell the item afterwards. I think in the last episode, for example, I meant to even talk about it. I had a magic wand in someone's inventory for a while, but I had already a magic wand in our armory sitting here that I full repaired. And so there's no reason for me to even repair the other wand. I was just going to vendor it. Repairing it would be a waste of money. Then it's mentioned that I had repaired all at 1 hour, 19 minutes, 36 seconds in that video. And I sold it. It was an axe I did. So thank you, Dennis, for pointing that out to me. Yeah, I'll try my best not to do that in the future. You'll probably still see me repairing all for a little bit with what Daros has. The double-handed, the bastard sword. I think I accidentally might have repaired my other bastard sword this episode, now that I think about it. But this bastard sword, I like the increased damage it does. When we become a paladin, I think the paladin gains 1 armor, so we'll have even more defense. So we can actually probably begin using this even instead of our dwarven shield if we want. I like my mace for the stunning blow. I generally prefer the same counterattack and attack. I like this a lot, but I'll switch to the saber if I want my shield, and yet I'm fighting undead that can't have their stamina reduced, for example. So you'll see me swap out for this during those battles. In any case, yeah, thank you again, Dennis, for pointing that out. And now all you viewers know that as well. And I got another comment from Grouchish. You should really start expanding in the second ring. You're able to do this now. You need the iron to keep the cost of your units down, particularly if you want to add pikemen and crossbowmen. Yep, exactly why we took it this episode. We really needed that iron. We really want mandrake roots as well. But darn it, the lizardmen have them, and I was aiming to become an ally with them. If we do become an ally with the lizardmen, then they will just join us in all these provinces, and they will also keep their very strong guards here for all these provinces too, which is kind of what I want. But if we will, I guess, stop in to talk with the Ratmen and get an alliance quest for them as well. And we'll do that with Daros, though, because he's able to kill necromancers, or will be once he becomes a holy knight, or paladin, whatever it's called. And then I guess we'll see whoever completes their quest first, which is probably going to be Daros at the rate things are going. And then we'll just conquer the Lizardman lands instead. What else do we have? Oh, right, and so I guess we'll show this again. So just in case you guys have forgotten, so what Dennis was talking about and what Grouchish is referring to is that the costs of your resources here are added to the cost whenever you purchase any unit or construct any building. It costs you this much to purchase it. We have a iron, and thus we have all the iron we would ever need to produce any of the buildings that we ever require. I think I covered this in my tips and tactics video as well. But for example, you see this plate armory? It would cost us 190 gold to construct it right now. And you'll note that both of the iron ore present in the picture is not red. We see it there. Whereas opposed to the German blacksmith, we can see that we're missing a horse, redwood, and mithril. So we have to purchase all the resources that we don't possess. Again, we have all the iron we ever need by having 1 iron available to us. But if we didn't have any iron, then we'd have to buy both pieces of iron here. That's, what, 72 bucks for each additional iron? Which is practically double the cost of the plate armory. Grouchus also says, perhaps you can see an interesting ally in the third ring. Yeah, we got an interesting ally here for the Ratmen. So I've been thinking off screen of going there and getting their quest. The Ratmen will want us to kill necromancers, if I recall correctly. 3 necromancers. And I think we've got at least 1 here and 1 here. So we might be able to complete their quest with Daros. I also personally love the Sphere of Winds. Yeah, the Sphere of Winds is a really tough one for me to pass on. Headwind is amazing for battle control and to tire out the enemy. Lightning is a decent damage spell, but haste is now less needed with the fairies. Yeah, so let's look at that spell school again really quick. So, Headwind, as we've seen, lowers the range of a unit by 1 and also decreases its movement, and it will drain its stamina if it moves despite the fact it's lost movement. If lowering its movement by, I think it's 1, oh god, I'm messing this up. Let's just say the headwind is great at slowing something down and reducing their range, and it also will begin draining their stamina if they still try to move their full amount. Haste is super useful. I love haste on my warriors and scouts. But yes, since we have fairies, we don't need Sphere of Winds. And in fact, I don't want haste now because I want the fairy casting it so my hero can still do something on their turn during combat. Air Shield is decent. That's +1 resistance, I think, right? +1 resistance? +1 resistance and +6 range defense. Really nice. And Lightning is a decent damage spell. Yeah, 9 points of magical damage. That's great against things that are, in particular, not... that other damaging spells are not good at targeting. Shock is fantastic at dealing with demons, for example. And we have the Sphere of Light. Lightning is expensive at 4 gems and 1 stamina. Actually, I guess it's not expensive, but it's a hefty price for early game. Shock, I think, is 3? Shock is 3, so Shock is cheaper. So Shock is the spell you will probably see me taking soon, so I can deal with demons or very particular strong undead. If we find a Banshee, for example, we can down a Banshee with just shocks. I think 3 shocks will kill it. So, very powerful that. In any case, yes, I do also like the Sphere of Winds. Haste is fantastic for scouts and warriors, and we have those. So this would normally be something I would absolutely take immediately. But again, fairies make it so I don't have to. Lightning is decent, but I'm not taking it at the moment. We really probably can, now that we're generating more gem income. Also, Fair Wind is a fantastic ritual, giving you +4 mobility on your hero's turn, letting him cross the map really quickly. All the spell schools are phenomenal for various reasons, but Winds in particular is one of my favorites. Alright, so that's now it for the comments, everyone. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you all in the next one that I'm about to record right now. Ha! And when you know it, before I went to upload this video to YouTube, I've got even more comments here, and there's no reason why I can't fit them in. So let's go ahead and pound out these two. Let's see. So Dennis Mayak has left another comment and said, "Thank you for reading and replying to comments. Really appreciate it." Oh, no problem, Dennis. Thank you for leaving them. I know it can take a bit of, I don't know where to describe it, effort to even leave a comment on a YouTube video. I myself am more of a lurker than a commenter, even on videos I really like. And so I appreciate the comments you guys are leaving very much. Thank you. Dennis then says, "Unfortunately, I'm still on part 151 in the playlist. It's next shard after the shard where you first had to cheat hard. And I guess the AI will get a single level per turn on every following shard. That's a shame." It doesn't happen to every single shard, Dennis. It happens a great deal, many of the times it will happen. And many of the masters will have it. But it looks like some shards it didn't happen, but it will happen fairly often from part 151 and onward. There was one thing I want to ask you. If playing the campaign further will be impossible because of the glitch, please consider playing a separate shard to the completion at least a single time. With the limits imposed by the campaign, we probably have not yet seen the full potential of late game play and a fully built up city. I imagine other viewers also would be excited to see you tackle the hardest armies the game has to offer, and most likely leveling glitch will at least be less bad on the non-campaign shard. So I've been thinking about what to do if we encounter the glitch, and so I think even in the single player, because it's the AI you are squaring off against, you could still very well encounter the bug. And so what I'm thinking we could do is I could instead play a multiplayer game. In fact, it was something I mentioned even 2.5 years ago when I was going to stop playing the game, that, okay, we can simply not have any AI, and that will avoid the AI bug. What I would do is I would play on like a big or very big shard. I would run 3 players on that shard, and I would be all 3 players. I try to build different armies, I try different tactics with all of them, and we would see how far they can get. And when they encountered each other, I could then have the AI do the battles against each other. So like player 1, when they squared off against player 2, the AI could do the battle, and we would all just watch what the AI decided to do. Probably wouldn't make the smartest decisions. Would be funny to watch them do it. So that's an option that we could do. Then it then says, I'll try to record some Eador gameplay. My playstyle is too time demanding and micromanagement heavy for me to be a YouTuber streamer, but I love to share my tactics. My audio will probably be garbage though, but I'll try. Dennis, so don't ever feel compelled to do it. My askance of you to show me was more because I would like to know how you keep up with the AI, if it can gain a level a turn. Because I can't do it. And that's on me. I am not good enough at this game to do it. I am aware of some tricks and tactics people can do to do it. But it involves a bit of... I don't know what to call it. You're using the game mechanics, but you're taking advantage of how dumb the AI can be in these situations. But on that note, I understand why it be possible, and maybe why it's required to do this, if it's the only way you can compete with the AI. Now, I have Cheat Engine, so I can just fire that up and give myself dragons if I'm tired of dealing with the cheating AI. But for other people, that would be how they have to solve the problem. Yeah, so don't feel compelled to do it, Dennis. But if you do it, send me a link to your video so I can watch you level a turn. I really want to watch someone do it. We could also cheat in a similar way. I can give myself 1 level each turn. It would be kind of time consuming to do that with the cheat engine, but it's possible. And that way I can level exactly the same way as the AI is leveling. But again, I'd rather just either retire the game, or I'd rather play a multiplayer version of this game, just so we don't have to worry about the AI at all. Because the location battles are fine. I think those are fun to show off anyway. And yeah, I agree. I think we haven't seen the late game for this, because we haven't gotten that far in the campaign. We haven't unlocked the ability to create tier 4 units yet. That's the castle. And we're trying to unlock tier 3 spells, some of the schools, by winning this shard, for example. Yes, we still have a ton of stuff to see, and a ton of encounters we've never even attempted yet. So I wouldn't mind showing them. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, though, we never encounter the bug. And this is something we'll never have to do. Froskador says, again, Tim, I'm just happy to see it again. I hope you get my experience and don't get the leveling bug. Thank you, Froskador. I gotta hope I'm getting your name right. Froskador, or Froskador. Yeah, so I hope I do too. Froskador was the person who let me know that he's at least out turn like 15 or 14 or so, never encountered the bug. I think I ran into it the first time I invaded Dogar's shard, which I think was turn 14, is when I encountered it. And I had encountered it before in the game. At various points, like Astral Turn 9, Astral Turn 11, I had run into it. And this is why, years ago, I decided I wasn't going to record this game, because I just didn't like the bug. Hopefully it's tied to difficulty. I play at the moment on Competent as well, and as you know, I've not seen it. The AI has, to be honest, been too weak for me by far. I've annihilated them. Well, that's good. I hope that's my experience going forward. You know, this is what annoys... I mean, well, it's something that annoys me about the bug as well, is that, man, I'm not playing on Master Difficulty level. I shouldn't have to fight an AI that levels itself every level on Astral Turn 22 on Competent level. Come on. I mean, I know it's a Russian game, so I know the game's gonna be really hard, because that's the way the Russians roll, but come on. I wanted at least a glimmer of hope that I could beat the campaign. Fugazor then finishes up saying, "Thanks for this amazing entertainment at work." Oh, no problem, sir. Thank you again for watching. I'm glad your work lets you watch games, or at least maybe you could listen to them on the side. So thank you again for watching, and thank you for telling me again that at least the bug wasn't bothering you, because that actually was finally like, okay, you know what? We'll play the game again, and we'll see what happens to me. If people are right and they haven't seen the bug, great. Maybe I won't see it either. If we do see it, well, then we have proof that it's still happening, and we can see what we're going to do about that when it happens. Bruno, hey Bruno, has said, I love how methodical you are with the battles, just to end up with Geralt going berserk on your army. God! We could totally send Daros now against that fight all by himself, and he would win. And I would have to do that, by the way, because he would insta-kill the fairy. Like, I'd have to leave the fairy at home, park her at home, and take, like, a weak army to that fight, and just watch them all get melted away, so we could kill the Witcher. But that's just wanted to do it now. But yeah, that was, oh man, oh, that was awful. Don't get so worked up about the tutorial thing. It was mostly an idea I had, since it's not really that much exposure, at least for us non-Russians. So, I'm not, how to phrase this? I have toyed with the idea of showing it. In fact, when I was talking about the changes I had done for Eador Genesis, and the changes I did, a part of me always felt compelled to show you what I've done, so that you understand how to do it yourself. But on that same note, the only reason why one of the biggest reasons why I wouldn't want to do it, is because when I've done this in the past, I then get lots of comments for people who have had problems with other things in the game, and not because necessarily of the things I have shown. They show up on the video, and they have problems. And here I am, I understand a little bit about the game, I understand the game files and how to read some of them. Maybe I can fix their game for them. And I feel compelled to do it. I don't like someone having trouble with the game, especially because if I've modded the game, odds are I've liked the game enough to play it, but there's something about it I wanted to change to increase my enjoyment of it for some reason. And so I will feel compelled to help these people with the problems, because I know I'm going to get questions about how to fix it. Bruno then says, yo, edit, yo! Shout out to Masters of Magic! Did you know that Slytherin is in the process of a remaster remake? I did not know that. If they manage to make the game without the masters cheating anywhere near as much as they used to, I would be very interested in picking up a remake of that game. Slytherin has remade a few games, and I've heard good things about their remakes, although I don't think I own any of them. But I would be interested in seeing what that is like. Is there anyone else who left me a new comment? Nope. Okay, so that is the last one I will read for this video. My voice is going out. I just recorded the next part already. And then I had to go and restore a backup of my game so that you guys wouldn't be able to tell what happened to me in that part. But thank you guys for listening for all the comments if you guys did. And when we come back, we will continue playing. And we will go over what happens then. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you then. Take care, everyone.